Good morning. I'm Dave Roberts, GivEnergy's new UK Managing Director. I've been with GivEnergy for about 8 or 10 weeks now, having a great time. If you're watching this, you are probably a GivEnergy customer, so thank you. Appreciate your custom. If you aren't, you should be, so come say hello and we'd love to have you. So you will notice me looking down, so I don't forget what I'm going to say, so apologies in advance for that. And got my notes in front of me. So first off, a little bit about me. So yes, I'm Dave Roberts, I'm 42 years old. I've been married to my beautiful wife, Samantha, for 17 years. We have 2 teenage boys. The little one's nearly 15, the big one's 16. And for my sins, I live in Rotherham. So I'm normally in Stoke, where our head office is 3 days a week, 4 days a week in Rotherham, or travelling the UK the rest of the time. If I'm not at work, you will find me either on the golf course, trying my very best to get down to scratch, we'll see how that goes, or playing guitar, which I would say I am average and a horrible singer. So that's me. My career history. So how did I find myself at GivEnergy? So I spent the first 20 years of my career at the company now called Budweiser Brewing Group. So the world's biggest brewery. Started based in Sheffield, ringing golf clubs and hotels, asking how many kegs of beer they would like. Very varied career, probably did 15 jobs in 20 years, and ended up working just outside of Brussels in Belgium, running their supply transformation project. So had an amazing career, a lot of really good friends made, memories made, great time, then had an opportunity after 20 years to do a little bit of a reset. I moved to a company called Sheffield Insulation Group, a specialist distributor of building materials, dry lining being the biggest category. Had an opportunity there to go and manage a really big team, just 10 minutes drive from home, which was great. Driving a big transformation agenda, which was really exciting. And then COVID hit. I think a very strange time for us all. So got into the habit of working from home, putting the brakes on, and then things accelerated more quickly. So playing a really big catch-up game, and then made the decision to become an interim supply chain director, which I failed at the first hurdle. So my first interim assignment, I went to a company called Seagen. And when I say I failed at being an interim, I stayed at Seagen for 3 years. As a full-time permanent member of staff. So had a great time at Seagen, fell in love with the renewables industry, an amazing journey of growth, helping people with their renewable energy, where I first met GivEnergy as well, through the journey with Seagen of the founder selling to the Labora Group, the owners of CEF, and made a lot of really good friends, had a great time, and really got the bug of being in the renewables industry, which I think most of you would agree is a great place to be. So then, yes, GivEnergy. So I had the pleasure of spending 3 days in China with our owner, Jason Osler, when I was a customer. So running the supply chain for Seagen, I was GivEnergy's biggest customer. GivEnergy were my biggest UK supplier, so yeah, spent 3 days with Jason in the factories in China, out eating, experiencing the culture, was looked after very well, and kind of just grew my love for GivEnergy as a business. So in terms of the people, that's Jason Osler and Jason Howlett, and everyone else that I knew in the business, which wasn't too many people, but just really got a feeling of the culture, the spirit, the people, which still is a great thing. Outside of that, for me, GivEnergy were the biggest and best in what they do. Have the best product in a niche in the market in terms of the offering at the price point, which is unrivaled. For me, when the opportunity came up, it's not every day a supply chain geek gets the opportunity to be a managing director, particularly of a business on a great journey. So incredible hypergrowth, and on this journey from a start-up to being a mature market leader, and a chance to be part of that journey and push on was something that I couldn't pass up. So as much as I still love Seagen, miss Seagen, the people and the journey there, they are still our biggest customer, so I'm still in touch with a lot of people, but really happy to be at GivEnergy. So a pretty hectic time in the first couple of months. So some things ongoing, for example, so we've launched our installer loyalty program. More news on that later next week. Give back. So I've actually signed up to give back myself. So I will be selling my electricity back to the grid. I think it's 5:30 tonight, generating over £2 per kilowatt hour, which is great for homeowners and users of our product. We've started the process of stepping up our RMA process, so to really streamline once we believe there is an issue, to really get the homeowner and the installer the best possible service, and the extension of our warranty to 12 years, which I think is a market-leading proposition, and we really back the quality of our product. So a lot of very, very exciting things in such a short space of time. So moving on to what is the focus of 2024. So a few things. So our service, the simplicity of dealing with us, hitting the mass market, being the partner of choice, and finally our team. So I'll touch on each of those. So what does service mean to me? It means if homeowners or installers need us, they ring the phone and we answer as quickly as possible. So happily we're under a minute in answering the phones now, which is amazing. It's about our field service team. It's about getting to site to help as quickly as we possibly can. So we're investing in more engineers to progress even further there. It's about our software, so we can really understand what's going on out in the field. So this is our customer service software that we'll be launching new software there, and the RMA process that I already mentioned, and overall to take what we think is market-leading service to the next level and really drive that forward. In terms of simplicity, so we have some work ongoing on our commissioning app, so to make the process out there in field as quick as possible, so hassle-free, streamlined, essentially have installers, engineers going to properties, getting product in as safely, as quickly, as efficiently as possible, and step changing there a little bit. Hitting the mass market. So one of the challenges for me in battery storage is we're limited a little bit by the solar industry. So traditionally people would buy solar and no storage. Then it was solar with optional storage. The way I see the future of the industry is every property should have energy storage. Ideally, you add solar on top, but not necessarily. So my own property, I use my GivEnergy all-in-one. I charge that at the lower rate, which is 8 pence per kilowatt hour, and it runs my home for the entire day. So I make great savings just using my smart tariff and my energy storage system. I will add solar actually later this year. The other part of hitting the mass market is, I think, at the moment energy storage is very much for experts, so homeowners who really understand energy very well. We're on a journey to make our app simpler, and really the layman, so the normal homeowner out there can buy a system, appreciate the benefits that they get in terms of using green energy, saving money on their energy bills without understanding the complexities of how it works. It just works. Being the partner of choice, this is for wholesalers, installers and end users. So for wholesalers, it's around consistent availability. We're just in discussions with our partners now about joint business planning, so what this year looks like, how do we work together in the best possible way. It's about consistent pricing. Also, I suspect the industry will really kick off in March, and we're planning a promotion really between now and March to really help grow the size of the industry, help grow our market share, and get our market-leading kit into the hands of more homeowners. From an installer perspective, we have a big drive on training. So shout out Sean Cottrell, our training manager, does a great job. We want to continue driving the training agenda, so more installers trained, better level of training and more support to get good installations first time out in the field. We have the installer loyalty program, so people are generating points which will be redeemable very soon for things like Amazon vouchers or for GivEnergy product. The first recruit I made since joining GivEnergy, Rob, our installer relations manager. So it's really, really clear we've got a key relationship with installers out there. So installers generally are the customer of our customer, so they deal with the distributor, but actually we want to work closely directly with installers. The product will still come from the distributor, but we'll be working with you on the service aspects. Also, as I mentioned, the commissioning journey. So you will see that it becomes easier and easier to commission our product. So hopefully make your life simpler and be able to get through more jobs in a week. And then from an end user perspective, so give back, as I mentioned earlier, so making it easier for people to save money and to make money and to be green with their energy usage. And that goes through the app, through the portal, and everything that we do, making us the choice for the end user. So my dream is every GivEnergy homeowner should be sat in the pub, talking to their friends, telling them how brilliant, how user-friendly, how simple GivEnergy is to use. So, the final part there is then the team. So we have a really good team here at GivEnergy. I'm in our head office today. We have around 100 people on site here. The team's grown dramatically over the last couple of years. So we have a large piece of work to do training, so people that have joined in the last few weeks to get them really up to speed. But we and the industry will continue to grow, so recruitment is a key part of what we do, what we're doing. For example, Rob in the software team, we have an ongoing need to drive our UK software ability. From a product perspective then, so we have a very, very large and exciting product pipeline, a lot of which I can't speak about right now, so watch this space for further news. But what I can mention, so we have 3-phase product in the UK now. That will be available to our distributors at the end of this month and available to installers in February. So this is a part of the UK market from a residential perspective, but the entry into some of the SME commercial properties. We have our EV charger that's just recently launched, sold a little better than we expected, but we have stock arriving now, so availability will be really ramping up this month. We have a new all-in-one arriving this month. So the existing all-in-one has a 6 kilowatt inverter. We will be launching one with a 3.6 kilowatt inverter that will be available again to installers really in February. And this is because the current all-in-one needs G99. The new all-in-one will be G98, so it can be installed and then application post-install. So hopefully we'll speed up your time to speak to homeowners and get the product into the market. The final one that I can really speak about is our SME 3-phase product. So we have a 15 and a 20 kilowatt inverter coming soon. So yeah, watch this space, speak to your distributors, and they'll be with you soon. In terms of commercial products, so my colleague Darren Brown deals with commercial, but a very exciting year ahead for commercial. We draw the line really, so the all-in-one is the largest residential product that we sell. Anything bigger than the all-in-one goes to Darren's commercial world. So 3-phase is the real start of the range there, the smaller size. But then we have the rack mounted, so looks to me like a server rack product, which will be a real big drive this year, all the way through to containerized solutions, so megawatt plus size stuff. Darren is most excited about what he calls our commercial all-in-one, which is a 69 kilowatt inverter plus battery, and with really keen pricing. So a similar proposition to the GivEnergy residential product, which is really market-leading technology, software, functionality, but at a really fair price. Then to quickly touch on some of our other developments. So we have Mike leading our property division. So I'm currently sat in our head office, which is less than a year old. Bit of work still ongoing here. We will be opening our new warehouse, which is about 5 or 6 miles from here. So this will be our factory. So we'll be actually increasing the size of our UK R&D team. So designing hardware, firmware, and actually building products in the UK this year. And actually we're still looking for land locally for the, I think what Jason calls the giga plant. So it is still our aim soon to really recruit a much bigger UK-based team and design and manufacture everything in the UK within the next couple of years. We also have GivEducation, which is really an inspiring part of what we do, where we work with local schools, universities. It's a not-for-profit part of our business, and really helping the local communities, driving better learning outcomes through education. And finally, I should mention some of the partnerships that we have. So with the local universities, the Chamber of Commerce, Solar Energy UK, where we're active members, and really looking to support the industry and the circular economy. So, in a nutshell, that's me, that's GivEnergy. Really excited to be here. Really happy you're all working with us, and look forward to working with you more in the future. Thank you very much.